Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to another session of the Living World of Darkness, New York by Night, in the Camarilla venue. Tonight, we have a very simple scene in which Limey is heading to Bishop's place just for a quick chat, business and pleasure, if you will. And little does he expect to find the newly caitiff Dr. Kaufman there when he arrives. Without further ado, with Limey knocking on the door, we shall begin our scene.
Yeah. I'm going to say I'm actually on my way back.
Well then, in that case, Dr. Kaufman is going to answer the door wearing a pair of boxers and a Pikachu t-shirt. I'm just going to open it up, just ruffle their hair a little bit and yawn and just be like, hey, hey, Limey, what's up?
Kind of looks down at you in like your attire. Bishopin?
No, I think he's been out for a little while.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to say the second Kaufman opened the door, you notice this now. Remember that TV I mentioned that was in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a fist-size hole through that TV, and there is a new TV in its box sitting on the ground.
He kind of glances behind Kaufman at the fist-sized hole in the TV. No. Right.
Kaufman's gonna look back at it and just say he didn't like the movie before, stepping aside to let Limey into the room.
Limey walks in and closes the door with the heel of his handmade Italian shoes.
All right.
Mine's there for a joint.
Wait, did anyone lock the door?
Does it not?
No.
Lock?
Okay, cool, because Bishop hella forgot his keys. Who's going to open up the door again? You awake yet? Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, shit. Hey, Limey. And he looks over the TV. Ignore that.
Kaufman just looks at him and says, "Sorry, I didn't have any clothes, so I just borrowed one of your shirts. I hope that's okay."
I don't mind. Last night was pretty fun anyway.
Yeah.
That's the door behind him.
You kids do some partying last night?
You could say that.
Just a bit.
About the first time I've had a good time at a bar in 15 years?
Yes, it was good all up until Seven vomited all over you.
Hey, I got that cleaned, and then he is wearing his fake leather jacket again, and he's kind of just, not caressing it, but he is like, He actually does make that noise.
He glances at you as you make the noise and says, right, well, as long as I don't hear about anyone painting the town red, then, well.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get these to you right quick. Bishop walks over to his spot in his kitchen, pulls out a drawer, and he just pulls out a massive stack of files.
Kaufman's gonna start looking around the room, attempting to locate their pants.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to your pants. You're on your own on that one. Here's all the intel we have up until now.
Limey takes the files and he finds like a chair to sit on and finds a coffee table. Sort of plonks the files down and begins to leaf through them. What is he saying?
He's just kind of saying a summary of all the information we've gotten about Staten Island up until now. So it's just a write-up of Maggie, of the Sabat's power hold on Staten Island, so their hold on the police, their hold on the gangs. Bishop probably listed a few people that the Sabat may have gotten to, and possibly a few key people they may not have gotten to.
Good work. Good work, Bishop. He sort of closes the file and pulls it towards him. But I'm going to be taking these off your hands if that's all right.
That's all good. Got all of it here anyway. And then he actually pulls out a flash drive.
He looks at the flash drive. You're saying these files are all on there?
Yep. All I need is a computer, and I can just hook it up. Then there we go.
Okay.
Didn't want to have... Oh, sorry.
So here's the deal. I prefer things to be in hard copies, I'm not going to lie to you. If you ask to use those things on a computer, I don't know much about computers, but you make sure it's legitimate and nobody's going to be able to break into that thing remotely.
Nah, I haven't heard of that happening. If it was on a computer, then maybe. But that's why it's on this.
Second of all, I want you to invest in a safe, something you can hide.
Alright. Probably find somewhere around here.
I know somebody who can install it for you. What do you say? All right, consider it a gift. I'll fit a bill for this one.
Alright, thank you. The whole time Bishop was kind of like twirling the flash drive in his hands.
Limey looks at it and sort of twists the ring on his ring finger. Like sort of not anxiously but pensively.
After a few minutes, Kaufman's going to return wearing pants.
Are they Bishop's pants?
No, Bishop's pants would probably be like capris on Kaufman.
Oh yeah, no, they would be.
Oh, and most of all, nobody else knows you get that file, you dig? You don't share this information with anybody. In fact, I'll go as far as to say any information you hold in your capacity as Hound or as an active member of the court of this city, you keep to yourself and to me, you dig?
Got it.
Groovy. Don't necessarily want people to know exactly how many fingers we've got in how many pies.
Yeah, right.
Now, how's this war coterie coming on?
Slower than I had hoped.
How many people you
There
got?
aren't a lot of combatants here.
How many people you got?
Well, I got Alex Vaunt, Kaufman's sibling, and I found a gangrel earlier today. Name's Fern. She's hooked up with Victor and what's her name? Elena? Keep hearing this name.
Yeah. Fern is an old acquaintance of Victor's.
Think she'd be able to help us out? Seems like she's under Victor's thumb.
Yeah. Sort of a toss-up right now exactly whose thumb she's under. In fact, she's at a loose end. Make friends with her, will you?
Yeah, I'm already on it. Seems like a nice person. Makes me a bit hesitant to bring her into battle, though.
Okay, I'm gonna let you roll a perception empathy on what Limey might have meant when he said that.
There's one. Is he saying, don't take her into battle with you?
No, and I'm going to give it to you because he didn't particularly try and hide it. Like, he sort of let it glimpse out at you. When he said make friends with her, he didn't necessarily mean because it's the right thing to do. It's because right now she's a new kindred, a loose end, caught between two kindred who have they're trying to palm her off on each other. And Limey Limey sees her as an asset to be acquired.
Yeah, no. Bishop actually likes her enough. Like, well, yeah, what you gonna say? She seems like a nice person. I'd take her into my fold if no one wants her.
Yeah. Keep that knowledge that Victor and Ellen are in a bit of a custody battle right now to yourself, will you? It's
Yeah.
gossip we wouldn't want to get around unless it was appropriate to.
Well, considering we're getting into a war, it may be appropriate.
Just make friends with her.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is, a lot of political moves were made during the Iraq War. We may have to be ready for stuff like that.
I'm aware.
War leaves a lot of people with a lot to gain all of a sudden.
Stick with me and you'll be alright on that front. Try to keep yourself out of this climate of power plays. Because while there's a lot to be gained, there's a lot of enemies to be made. Enemies that we can ill afford right now. We don't even have a Primogen yet.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to fuck with that.
Man. Oh. I forgot, I should praise your eloquence from the other day. You handled yourself well. First outing as the Hound, you did the office. You were a credit to the office.
Thank you. I did go to school for politics.
Well, I can tell.
As long as you tell them what they want to hear, they'll love you.
9/11 was bad.
Yeah. But Tobias had mentioned that possibly Ghost would be a good candidate for the War Coterie as well, considering after seeing her. I wouldn't mind having her with me, anyway. Got any way you
Ghost
can
is
get...
a good.
She's not a good idea?
No, it's a good idea. Ghost is the perfect candidate for a war coterie.
Any way I can get a hold of her?
Not right now. She's in the hospitality of the Tremere at present.
The same way that you and Kaufman were?
Yeah.
You can do a perception empathy on Samuel real quick if you want.
Two successes.
There is a distinct sense of anger coming from him right now. The way you see it, he's already heard of two people that he gives half a shit about being injured by the Tremere for reasons unbeknownst to him. And then hearing about the third person it happening to is just kind of riling him up a bit.
Yeah.
Kaufman's just gonna put a hand on his shoulder, just like pat it.
Thank you. Aside from the fact that the Tremere keep fucking with my friends, it's not a good idea to just randomly inter people.
No. But the fact is, they've got a point. If they're doing it just to throw their weight around, no way I'd let them get away with it. Tremere do enough of that as it is, and I've let them get away with too much already. But they got a point. We walked into Staten Island, and we walked out achieving our objective far too easily. If I were in the Tremere's position, I'd want to check me. The problem is how they go about it. See, Bruhar, especially those of us like Ghost, need to be handled with care. You make them feel too cornered. You put them under too much pressure. They're gonna fight or flight. You dig?
I've been there before.
Ain't we all? And Ghost needs to swallow her pride. The Tremere are not people you want to make enemies of. And unfortunately, while if you're a semi-capable mortal, it's easy to throw your weight around with a kind. It ain't so easy to throw your weight around in the courts of the camera, though. You never know whose toes you're stepping on.
Yeah. Fucking annoying.
Rest assured, the Tremere are under watch. Their
Always.
moves don't go unnoticed by the powers that be.
Wish they'd throw a few lightning bolts at the spot once in a while.
Yeah, well, don't take part in the war effort, they'll lose all respect.
I'm expecting to see a little bit of artillery from them. If they really want some status, they'll send one of their battle mages over here. Do they even have battle mages?
Victor ain't, I don't know, mate. Victor ain't afraid to get his hands dirty, I've seen it. If he chooses not to, it's because he chooses not to.
Although, all respect to him, the guy makes me a bit uncomfortable sometimes.
Haven't they? He's not the easiest bloke to talk to. It's all a bit disconnected. Like he's got some sort of hidden agenda.
Well, I mean, that's expected from him. I expect that from all of them, honestly.
Yeah, you're not wrong to. But like I said, right now we can't afford to rile them too much. After the war, if we need to pull ourselves together, take them down a peg or two, then that'll be a bridge we have to cross. Right now, I've tried to make sure our relationship's as stable as possible. Myself and Victor have been friends in the past. It's important to remember to make sure that friendship don't go unchecked.
Me and Alec are okay, too.
You stay pally with him. I've made him RP, which in the long run could give us problems. We want to be as pleasantly disposed towards us as possible.
Alright. Well, I'll just make sure I'm staying in his good graces. He's a nice enough guy. And I know he wasn't in charge of the blood tests. Seems a bit too low ranking for that, considering I only saw him a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Certainly seems to be within the realms of the Tremere. Limey says, well, with something veiled beneath his words.
Vaguely. That's one. If you're going to do manipulation subterfuge, you'll probably win.
Yeah.
You know I do.
You can't like it, but something about the Tremere. There's something about the Tremere that rankled him the other day.
Is it related to all that, whatever that was? Was it related to all that shouting I heard? Yes, was it yesterday? 2 days ago? I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
What shouting?
Off in the other room. I couldn't hear anything, but someone was arguing about something.
Maybe there were. Anyway, this war coterie. You got what? 4 people recruited or interested at least.
Hell, I'm trying to find as many people as I can, but there's not a lot of straight fighters here. You got a Gangrel, who seems too innocent to really attack anything. I have Alex, who I actually think I can rely on when the shit gets heavy. I'd like a Nosferatu because I'd like the invisibility a little bit. I'd like Ghost, but if she's indisposed, then she's indisposed.
She'll be out eventually.
All right. Other than that, I don't have too many ideas.
Right, well, it'll do. But I want you to get as many people as you can. You can always count on me if you need the extra backup. But that location we found, I've ran the specifics, I know the building, I've had some people check it out. It's going to be investigated. A bit of a preempted move before we sort out the coteries officially. But I figure best to have as much information going in as possible.
Excellent.
Rather than later, we're going to have to raid that place.
Yeah. You know anything about that Kendra that got his status taken away? What was his name? Dales?
Alex Dales.
Thanks, Dales.
Hi,
Can he do
Dales,
anything?
what happened?
Didn't honor his agreement to a harpy. Suffer the price for it.
I see.
Can he fight?
Not really. Not that I've seen.
Shit.
I've never seen him fight either.
Can move around practically invisible though.
True.
Do you know if he can shoot a gun?
No. Why do you ask him?
Never.
So far, I have a feral woman that can grow claws and a swordsman. While I appreciate both of them, I really would like someone with a gun. And considering my marksmanship skills...
Okay. Right. So let's think about what we really have. We got you. We've got a Malkavian who's handy with a blade. And we've got a gangrel. Now, that in itself, I wouldn't say you're completely informidable. Then on top of that, you got me if you need me. That certainly makes you formidable. On top of that, you got Ghost. And Ghost will do as she's told.
I count Ghost as about 3 people anyway.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong, she's a little bit slow for me, but when she gets your hands on you, you're not getting out that easy.
Alright, alright, alright.
And of course, if you ever need any extra backup for some of the less intense sort of affairs, you can always take Ivan with you. Let me explain. Boris isn't his real name.
Oh, okay. And what was his name again? Ivan?
Uncle Ivan.
Uncle.
Kind of how he's known in business.
Alright, alright.
Boris is more of a street tag.
No, once Christian opens up a little bit to me, I'll probably start taking him too. If he dies, then I don't really care, honestly.
Let me think. Who else we got? Who can throw a punch? Our Seneschal isn't completely without combat ability. I mean, yeah, sure, in terms of more traditional combat, yeah, but she has her gifts.
Yeah. Will she even be open to doing this?
Yeah, she's a lot more pig-headed than she probably should come across. She doesn't mind charging in.
Alright.
Those of us in positions, well, we ain't going to be buttoned down to a coterie, like I said. They're only temporary coteries anyway, and for me, I'm going to be splitting my time between the influence and the enforcers.
May want to keep an eye on everyone, though. Especially that influence coterie. They can do some interesting things if we thought about it.
Especially what now?
Especially that influence coterie. they could do some interesting things if we thought about it.
I could set a Staten Fire on fire tonight if I thought it would help.
Even that little, even Mitchell probably wouldn't be too bad. Could use that fame somehow, make a distraction, maybe throw a fundraiser or something, have him host it. Definitely bring some people in.
Well, exactly. But he's going to have to keep his head down. If he gets too involved in this war, then we always run the risk of him drawing attention to it, considering that motherfucker can't walk down the street without being recognised.
He didn't do it too bad last night after you left.
Yeah, well, if he handles his shit, then me and him will be alright.
Socially awkward fucker, though. Socially awkward little fucker, though.
Yeah, I got that.
So once we got underway, you got any ideas for step one?
Let me say that talks of tactics have been going on. Plans of action have been acquired. This first building we're going to need checked out. We're probably going to need an investigation coterie for first. Because it looks like it's where the red pill's being manufactured. And the red pill can be traced directly back to the Padre, the leader of the Sabbat Pack.
Okay.
That's something we're going to need to have an official talk about. Get a real plan in motion. That will be discussed with let's just say there's a coterie gifted in these things.
Okay.
When their official plan of action's in place over the whole thing, that's when we'll be setting people out to make their moves. Right now the building's being checked out in more than one way.
We can loosen up the police a little bit. We could sick them. We could sick them on the building.
It's going to take too long. The prince seemed loath to use his powers to their fullest extent.
It's a shame, really.
Yeah, it is. Look, I can't tell you too much, but what I can tell you is that, it's like you said the other night, when the Sabbat are naked, bleeding on the floor, that's when we're going to go for the kill. We know who's supplying them their weapons. We know where their influence lies. We know some of their main hangouts. We know many of the threads of their various criminal activities. It's only a matter of time before we pick it all apart. They think their gangs can protect them. The fact is, there's not one but two people within the Camarilla, one of whom is myself, who can throw enough feet onto the street in Staten to keep their men tangled up for us to make our moves.
That's one way of doing it.
Some point in the near future, we're going to have to light this city on fire. You dig?
That's what I've been looking forward to. If you want to do a perception empathy on Samuel, you can go ahead.
Okay. Character analysis. That's 6 successes.
Yeah, no. All right. So, yeah, there's a very profound excitement in that smile. Like, that was not a joking smile. He is actually really excited to fuck up Staten Island and the city. Like, he's...
It looks like Kaufman made that roll too.
Yeah, no, they're... Kaufman realized... Well, both of you realize it may be motivated by Kaufman's being taken, but you've seen how bad Samuel can get already. So... You're thinking that probably after Christian he may have gotten a bit worse?
Okay. Limey kind of glances his enthusiastic face over with just a half smile on his lips. Groovy. Kaufman,
Yes,
how are you?
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to make a roll, you're more than welcome to.
3 successes.
Kaufman's better, but not by much. They're definitely much more withdrawn than even they were before. There's something they just don't want to talk about.
Do you still want to do what we talked about?
Refresh my memory.
The bond.
Uh, yes, I feel it would be best.
I have no idea what's
Step
going
into
on.
the other room.
So
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What?
I said I have no idea what's going on. If it's not my place to know, it's not my place to know.
We're gonna need a minute.
All right. Bishop calmly straightens out his jacket and walks on outside, takes his keys with him, and closes the door. Don't break my stuff too much.
We won't.
What did he think we were going to do?
Well, I don't know. Shit.
He just looks perplexed at the door.
Okay, so there's been a problem.
What's that?
I'm part of a coterie. A coterie that not many people are privy to the name or purpose of, but it's called the Quills. And myself, among a few other key members of the Camarilla are members. It is their opinion, and it's a respected opinion, that you should be bonded to someone, but that someone should be the prince.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a real quick perception alertness on this.
Motherfucker!
None of that shit. None of that shit. None of that shit. You're good.
Get some aspect, bitch.
Bitch!
So like, Biggie just kind of huddle up against the door, like fuck. Son of a bitch.
Bishop, are you out there?
No.
Okay, yeah, Limey sort of looks down. He says, I did run it by him that I might bond you. They thought it was inappropriate.
I see.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I will not go and offer myself to the prince, but if you think it would be too much trouble, then you don't have to do it.
It's not I think it would be too much trouble. It's that it'll put both of us in a difficult position if we get found out.
As if we're not both already in a difficult position.
Yeah, but different kind of difficult position.
Suppose.
Huh?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could find somebody else willing. There's always Seven. There's always Bishop.
Yeah, but they're determined to to suggest it to the prince.
Hmm. Well, that's an unfortunate decision if they choose to make it. I would much rather be bound to somebody that I like and somebody that I respect.
Don't let me say that. Might not want to let too many other people hear you say that either. I'm not always
But,
Mr. Popular on the down low.
right. I suppose I'll have to hurry and find somebody before they make that suggestion to the prince then.
I wouldn't fuck with this too much, Kaufman.
I've got not much else left to lose.
Trust me, you have.
Hmm. Well, I suppose that's that then.
The prince suggested finding you a sort of surrogate sire. Perhaps I can. Perhaps I can use a little subtle persuasion to make him see these two roles as one thing, and maybe see why he wouldn't want a caitiff bloodbound to him.
I'm sure there's something that you can do. Regardless, I appreciate it.
Groovy. Just so you know. I'm going to be off business.
Alright. Stay safe.
You too. Bishop's undoubtedly down the hall somewhere. I'll call him back in. I think it's a good idea you two stay with each other for a while under the proviso that he gets a little security for the place.
Right, will do. I'll keep watch.
Got your pistol on you?
Yes, I do.
Good. Stay safe, Kaufman. He walks out of the door with the file under his arm. Does he find Bishop down the hall? You're on mute. You're on mute.
My bad, my bad. He's gonna find Bishop down the hall. He's not wearing the jacket, but he is kind of wearing it like a blanket right now.
Okay. Adorable. Thanks, Bishop.
Bishop quickly just switches it back, wears it normally like a person would actually wear it. No problem. You heading out?
Yeah. Listen, he pulls out a wad of cash in a very fancy-looking money clip. He leafs off a few notes and says, "Here's $700. I want you to get bars on the windows. I want you to get extra locks on the doors. I want you to get a safe. If that's not enough money, come back to me. But I want to see the receipts, you dig?"
All right, I can do that.
Groovy.
So,
Hey,
oh, sorry.
I want you to look after Kaufman for a bit. Can you dig this?
Already been doing it.
I know. I know. But it's a big ask, especially for blood as new as yours.
Technically, I'm about 13 or 14 years old, so it's really not that big a deal.
I meant in terms of in this city. I'm not going to patronise you. You seem switched on enough.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch all that.
I said, I meant in terms of being new to the city, not your actual blood. Your vita is your own business.
Oh, sorry about that, but honestly, I'm really comfortable with it being me making sure that they're okay.
Groovy. You have any problems, you give me a call. He walks off down the corridor.
Get you around. Bishop walks back inside. Oh, Bishop walks back inside, closes the door behind him. So, looks like we'll be getting upgrades to security. I don't know of any handyman that comes out after the time of 6 o'clock in the evening, so we'll have to figure that out.
I'm sure we could discuss something. I still have a ghoul who's probably starving for my blood by now. I could ring her up and she could watch the place while we sleep. You
Oh,
bring
sure.
in the contractor and she can be the resident, as it were.
Oh, never mind. We don't have to worry about that. But your ghoul is still welcome to come on over. My ghoul may be coming over pretty soon anyway.
I'll consider it. Thanks again, Bishop.
It's no problem. I actually kind of like the company anyway. It's kind of lonely up here.
Yeah.
So, you got anything you want to talk about before I turn in for a bit?
No, I'd rather not talk for a while.
Cool,
I'll
cool.
talk to you tomorrow, maybe.
Sounds good. You go ahead and take the bed. I have a very nice dumpster couch here. Bishop
I,
unzips his jacket and
I couldn't let you do that. I'll take the couch.
no,
Don't let me be a burden.
bed. You are
Coffin
the
just sort
and you are taking the bed.
Coffin just smiles a bit, shakes their head, and goes back into the bedroom.
All right, and as Bishop starts to undress a bit, he takes off his jacket, puts it up next to the picture of he and Nathan. Oh, Sam, by the way, Nathan is. You don't know who Nathan is, but there is a particular picture in the house, in the apartment. There is someone else wearing his jacket in this picture. Um, but he does all that, changes into his onesie. Bishop owns a onesie. Before he goes to turn in for the night, he grabs the picture and kind of just touches the picture. Where the guy that isn't Bishop is, the one that's actually wearing the jacket, he just kind of brushes that with his hand, and he says, "Night, Nathan." Puts the picture back on, puts the picture back down, sits on the couch, well, lays down on the couch, and then that's it for his night.
And as Dr. Kaufman settles down into Bishop's double bed and pulls the covers around her, Bishop in the next room, the chivalrous Bishop, settles down on the couch in his onesie for the night. Limey hails a cab somewhere down the street and heads back to Harlem. And as we fade to black, that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we shall end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, anybody who watched, for watching. As ever, have pleasant dreams.